So, welcome to another week. Here we are at your assignment guide. You can find that in Google Classroom underneath assignments for the week of May 18th to the 22nd. So, let's look at your assignment guide. So, you have your Tuesday and Thursday check in. Make sure you complete that on Tuesdays and Thursdays. Next are the assignment breakdown. So we're still working on our film analysis essay. This is the last week of the project. So that means this week you'll be working on that 5-paragraph essay. So let's go through some of the steps that will lead you to writing a well thought out, well planned essay. So, step 5, prepare your essay. You have film analysis thesis statement and an outline. Let's look at the film analysis thesis statement first. So, in the film analysis thesis statement, you are given the prompt. So, the prompt for your essay is, how does this film, so the film that you chose, either challenge or perpetuate injustices in our society? So, there are 3 things that I want you to make sure that you do with your thesis statement. So, your thesis statement is your claim. This is what's going to tell your reader what you will discuss. Be sure that your thesis clearly addresses the following points. Does it challenge or perpetuate injustices? What specific injustices are you referring to? And how does the film do this? At least 2 distinct, so direct reasons or ways this can be seen in the film. For the thesis statement analysis portion, you are going to practice by writing that. First, you're going to practice by identifying it in the thesis statement example. So, practice. Color code the example thesis statement below based on how it addresses each bullet point: red, blue, green. So, in this prompt here, you are going to color, so you can use this section you can highlight or you can change the color of the text. You are going to find the part that challenges or perpetuates injustices, what specific injustices this person is referring to in their thesis statement, and how does the film do this. So let's read the statement. In the 2013 Disney film Frozen, seeks to change she seeks to challenge narrow depictions of womanhood by focusing on a strong female protagonist with no male love interest, an extremely rare occurrence in Disney movies. In fact, the film goes so far as to depict stereotypical female characters who are obsessed with the idea of marrying a prince as naive and immature, discouraging such mindsets. So, in the example, you are finding these key points up top, and you are highlighting or color changing what parts challenge, what parts name the injustice, and what parts explain how this is done in the film. So, pretty simple, but it will take some time to go through this little short passage. After you've done that, you are going to try it yourself. Write your thesis statement below. You are going to use the formula, the film blank, so name your film, challenges or perpetuates. So you should know what these words mean based on step 2 from the first week of this assignment. Insert your social justice issue. So in that first week where I asked you in the Google form, how does or what social injustice are you going to look at with this film? That's what you're going to put here. By reason 1 and then by reason 2. So you need to put 2 reasons there. You can make this 1 sentence or you can stretch it out to 2. But just make sure that you're following the formula of you need to identify your film, what challenges or stereotypes does it perpetuate, insert your social justice issue, and then name your reasons. You need 2. That is film analysis thesis statement. That's step 5, part of step 5. The second part of step 5 is using this outline, which you are familiar with. So it's our introduction with ABC. Body paragraphs are meet. And conclusion is XYZ. So just as a refresher, going through this. So you need an attention grabber. There are ways that you can do that with facts, figures, anecdotes, series of questions, or a controversial statement. You could also use one of the quotes that you picked from step 3 and 4 last week. Background or bridge. Give us some information that the reader might not know about the movie. So you could use your summary from step 4, part of it, to give us some information about the movie. And then your claim or thesis is what you did in the film analysis statement. So that's going to go right here now. So that's the part in step 5 that we just went over that you're going to put there. Now, body paragraphs are following the same format. So you need a main idea. So 1 sentence that addresses what you're going to talk about in this paragraph. You need evidence. So proof pulled from the text. So in this case, is your movie. So that's why it was very important to get those quotes. Analysis. Explain your quote. Explain how it connects to your thesis statement above. Tie. Tie it all together. This should be your last opportunity to convince your reader that you are right. So this is going to connect your evidence, your thesis statement, and your point in your main idea. You're going to do this 2 more times for body paragraphs 2 and 3. And then your conclusion. You are going to re-explain your thesis statement. So you can restate your thesis statement. This should not be word for word of what you put up top, but rephrase. You can do this in 2 sentences. Explain why your reader should care. So this is connecting the social issue of why does this matter? So this was a question that was in step 4. You can look back at that and use it. And then leave us with a zing. So your lasting thought of what we should get from this movie, your film analysis, and pretty much like your interpretation of these complex ideas that were explored in your film. So going back to the assignment breakdown, that was step 5. Step 6, you are using your outline and you're writing your paper. This should be in MLA formatting. So your heading should be in MLA formatting. Look at your guide from the beginning of the year and see what your format should be. You should submit this after proofreading. So checking for capitalization errors, um, usage errors, spelling, punctuation, sentence structure. So those notes that I gave you all or feedback that was audio feedback, each of you got an individual recording of common mistakes or errors that you made in your short responses. Look for those errors. So I should not see sentences with a lowercase I in the sentence. That should be capitalized. Comma usage errors. So take time and proofread your paper. So that's your 2 assignments for this week. Your outline and film analysis in step 5, and then writing it and pulling all that together in step 6 for a 5-paragraph essay. This is due on May 22nd by 11:59 p.m.